everybody. There we go.
So welcome to Friday Yoga. We decided to have a little bit different scenery, so we came over to the Langley Fitness Center. So we hope all of you are well. Find that place where you can find comfort. So allow yourself to just sit on your mat or maybe lie down, whatever's best for you. And just start to become more and more aware of your environment, of your surroundings. Maybe noticing sounds around you, like the air from the vent. Maybe noticing sensations, like feeling that air up against your skin. Maybe your sight, even with your eyes closed, those things that you see behind the eyes, shapes, patterns, colors, energy. Maybe swallowing, your heart beating, blood flowing. Things that we all incur every day, but we don't pay attention to. And then your breath, your all-important breath. Noticing that breath in and the breath leaving the body. And when your mind comes to your breath, always remember what the breath teaches us. To take in the things we need that give us life. And to let go of the things that we don't need. Things that are making us feel heavy and overwhelmed, burdened. Things that don't serve us in any way. Take note of your thoughts. What are you thinking right now? Take note of your feelings, your emotions, your mood. So remember, this is like a checking in, just like we do with friends and family. But it's very important for us to do this ourselves, to check in, to become aware. Take the next few moments to do just that. Just breathe and see what comes to you. Pick up your right hand and place the outer portion of the hand on the right leg, palm up. Begin to notice energy flowing in the hand, circling the palm. Extend that arm out from you. Notice the weight of the arm. Begin to rotate through the wrist, wiggle through the fingers. Movement, lotion that's being created from motion. Move this movement a bit higher as you bring the arm up and roll back, opening up through the right side of the chest now. Then come forward, bring the arm up, place the arm forward. Starting to warm up the shoulder here, up and over, stretch, bring that shoulder blade back, up and over. If that feels good to you, maybe even coming a little further into this, we bring the arm back, and then this time we bring the arm up and over to the left leg. Bring the arm up, reaching back, opening through the chest, keeping the body long and tall, the core contracted, up and over. Nice. Replace that arm down. Take the left hand, place it on top of the left leg, palm up. And just concentrate on the hand. Feel the energy. Bring in gratefulness of the things that your hand has done for you just today, even. Holding your coffee mug. Holding someone's hand. Waving goodbye. Using it on the keyboard of your computer. Brushing your teeth. All of these things we take for granted. Lift up the arm, extend the arm up, palm skyward, reach out. Notice the weight of the arm. Lengthen, feel the stretch of the bicep. Then come a bit further, lift the arm up, rotate the shoulder. As you come back, open up to the left side of the chest now. Then come forward, up and forward, up and over. Notice the muscles that you're using. Feel the elongation of those muscles. Lift, open, lift, close. Maybe coming a bit deeper as we come up and back, and this time bringing the left arm over to the right leg. Stretch, keeping the body long and tall. Up and over. Last time, up and here. Nice, release back down. Extend your legs that have been knotted up for a few minutes. Come into Dandasana, staff pose, very much just a seated position, but it's a little bit of work if you're doing this correctly. So if you are in a nice tall posture, as I'd like for you to be, and if you are lengthening through the back, tightening through the core, flexing through the feet, and elongating through the legs, you are going to feel the muscles in the hamstrings and the tightness of the abdomen here. Dandasana. Go ahead and wiggle through toes, rotate through ankles now. Remember, motion being motion. Nice. Pick up your right foot and place it on top of the left leg, making the number 4. Gently press onto the inner portion of that knee, opening up through that hip, stretching the piriformis. Maybe begin to wiggle through your toes here. Nice. Now take that leg, pick it up, and set the foot on the outside of the left knee, grabbing onto that right knee or pressing against it. Bringing the right arm back behind you, moving right into your half spinal twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Half spinal twist. Remember, keep your left leg engaged, keeping that foot flexed. Core is tight, body is long. Breathe. Enjoy every posture. Enjoy where you are. Don't rush through your practice. Nice. Release that leg back in front of you. Now it's the left foot that comes to the right leg on top, making the number 4. Maybe one side felt really good doing this, and maybe this side is a little tighter. So what you learn is that that side is tighter. There's no perfect to this practice. It's just an adventure, and it's an adventure for the day, because tomorrow this might feel very different to you. So So remember, we're just coming to our body, checking in, coming to the mind and checking in, coming to the heart and checking in. Nice. Lifting that leg up, setting the foot beside the outer portion of the knee, either hugging onto or pressing against, your choice. Bringing that arm up and over as we come into our Uttanasana. Remember, keep that right leg engaged as you flex through the foot, bringing the toes closer to the face. Try not to lean back or especially bending through the back. Keep the back long and tall. And to do that, tighten your core, contract your abdomen, lift and lengthen, breathe. Uttanasana. Nice. Release back out of your twist and bring both feet together if you can. Now, if you need to be out a bit further and you're not able to pull them close into the groin here, that's fine. Do whatever feels best for you. Remember, during your whole practice, do what's best for you. If I'm doing something that doesn't feel comfortable to you, modify. This is not a practice of pain or strain at all. It's the exact opposite. So I want you to start warming up the inner thighs, the adductors. Here you can actually even grab onto the ankles and press with the elbows into the inner portion of the knee. Keep the core tight, keep the back long, even if you lean forward to increase that stretch. Nice. Now lift the knees up and bring your arms back behind you and let both knees just rock over to the left here. A little bit of modification here on our twist. Lift the legs up, let them move to the right. Nice. Lift him back and go ahead and come to your tabletop position. Hands underneath shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips. Rock back and forth a time or two. And go ahead and lift with your heart here. So when I say lift with the heart, you're not lifting with the head or neck. You don't have to lift them at all. You can have the head and neck flat and parallel to the floor, looking to the floor and still lifting, raising the heart, feeling that stretch from the abdominal muscle all the way up into the neck. This is your cow pose. You can intensify this by picking up your right arm, bring it back behind you and looking over your right shoulder. Core is tight. You're opening up. Again, the right side of the chest here. Breathe. Keep the core tight. The tendency is the abdomen wants to press to the floor here. Come on back to your tabletop. Go ahead and ease back into child's pose, Dandasana. Dandasana, a place we say we honor the body. So anytime you feel like you've been pushed too far or if you just need to rest for a moment, come here. Lift the sit bones up and lean into your king cobra. As you come forward, let the legs float to the floor. The gluteus tightens and squeezes to help you and keep you from hyperextending through the back. Notice the weight in your hands. If this bothers your wrist, you can always make a fist. Now come back. Child's pose. Stretch. Really feel the stretch here in the arms. Open up the fingers wide, nice and wide. Thumbs looking at one another. Come back. King Cobra. Remember, in your King Cobra, whenever we're here, you can always challenge by lifting the knees and the legs up off the floor, coming to your up dog. So you're working against all of your body weight onto your hands here. Come on back down, King Cobra. Come back to your tabletop. Nice. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Lift into your cow pose. Really feel that stretch. You want to challenge here, you can pick up the left hand, bring it back behind you, open up through the left side of the chest, keeping that core contracted. Breathe. Notice the weight in your left hand. Again, whenever we're on our hands, if that bothers your wrist, make a fist. But if you can, this weight-bearing activity is excellent for your bones. All right, ease back down. Nice. Now I want you to pick up your left foot and step to your left hand. So you're in a modified lizard here. And I want you to really feel this stretch on the inner thigh. So put weight into that foot. Really push into that left foot. You're not leaning forward so much. That's more of a lunge. You keep your hands under your shoulders. Your core is tight, but you're pushing into that left foot. And you notice that left adductor. Nice. Now just roll on back so that you flex through the foot and stretch through the hamstring. You can come all the way back so that your sit bones are on your foot, or you can stop midway, your choice. The more you bring your toes towards your face, the deeper the hamstring stretch. Nice. Rock on back forward. Use a little push with your hand in. Marry your left knee to your right. Rock back and forth, side to side, really stretching the obliques here. Nice. Now it's the same thing, but the opposite side. Now you know where we're going. We've already done this on the opposite side, but don't rush. Appreciate every part. So again, bring that right foot to the right hand and really press into the foot. Keep the core tight, relax through the head and neck. Really feel that in the right adductor. Should feel good. If it doesn't, modify. Continue to breathe. Don't hold your breath as you ease back into your hamstring stretch. Again, I can stay here upward, or I can set my sit bones down, whichever is best for me. Try to flex through the foot, bringing those toes close to the face. Keep the core tight. A hamstring stretch. Nice. Come back to your tabletop. From your tabletop, now glide back into your King Cobra. And from your King Cobra, curl through your toes and lift your hips skyward. Press your heels down. Coming into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your left leg into your three-legged dog. Remember, your head and neck are relaxed. You're pressing into your right heel. Bring that left knee into the chest. Contract through the core. Breathe. If you choose to challenge, glide on forward into a one-legged plank. Ease back. Three-legged dog. And lower down. Go ahead and move back into your downward facing dog with a walking dog, maybe bending one knee and then the other. Nice. Lift through your right leg now. Three-legged dog. Press into the left heel. Maybe stay there. Maybe bring that knee into the chest. Maybe holding here. Maybe coming forward into your plank. One-legged. Drive back. Three-legged dog. And lower down. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk your hands back to your feet. You'll be on the back of your mat here. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Your slow reverse swan dive brings you skyward. And your hands marry at heart center. And you take a moment, a precious moment, something that none of us do as much as we should. Take a moment just to be still. Stand, maybe to close the eyes. Check in, to be aware. Fall awake. Walk to the top of your mat. Deep breaths. Inhale up. Exhale down. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Inhale your hands to your shins. Adho Uttanasana. Exhale your hands back down. Inhale your left foot back in your right. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Flow forward with your exhale to your plank. Inhale, lift. King Cobra. Exhale, come back to your plank. Inhale, lift, down dog. Exhale, softly walk forward, softly. Use your core, tight contracted core. Inhale your slow reverse swan dive. Exhale your hands Mary at heart center. And once again, you take that moment. Ground. Breathe. Come to the center of your mat. Have your feet about hip width apart. Step forward with your right foot. So step and bend. The back leg can be long, or if you choose to challenge, you can bend. You're going to bend through the back leg. You're driving the knee to the floor, keeping the hip over the knee. The front knee always over top of the foot. Nice. So now we're going to shift. We're going to lengthen through the front leg, keeping the back leg bent. Maybe we can come down slowly, a good stretch of the hamstring, hovering. When you hover, you're really going to use your core. So relax through your head and neck, feel the stretch, maybe ease all the way down, maybe not, maybe stay up. Nice, come back, bend through the front knee, drive the knee down if you can. Nice, again, now the opposite, lengthen through the front leg, bend through the back. Really feel that hamstring stretch. Bring the arms into play as you bend through the front knee again and bend through the back. Nice and long. Now bring them back behind you, lengthen through the front leg, tighten through the core. This is much a balanced posture as well, so you're really using your core. Again, lift, bend, and again, lengthen. Drive that back knee down, hold. Nice, step back, Uttanasana, chair pose. Just as if you were going to sit into a chair. So I'm not leaning forward, my body is up, crown of the head to the sky, knees on top of feet, pressing the sit bones back and down, hands Mary at heart center. Move into a warrior three for the moment. Bend and then slowly lengthen through each leg. You're on your left leg now, you're lifting through the right. Maybe you choose to have your arms behind you, your choice. Work to have the body parallel to the floor if you can, keeping the hip bones focused to the mat. Again, very much a balance pose. Come back, Uttanasana. Hold. Hands to heart center. Slowly move to your warrior three on the right now. Knees bent until you lift and extend and lengthen both legs. Again, keep the hip bones parallel to the floor. So don't lift that left hip up. Relax your head and neck. Tight through the core. Dandasana. Breathe. Ease back. Chair pose. Nice. A big step forward with your left foot now. Step. Bend, drive the back knee down, hold. Now, if you need to lengthen through that back leg, which is a little easier in many ways, you're not hovering, so you're not using your abdomen as much, but also you're lengthening, stretching through that leg, and you're pressing your heel down, which is giving you that weight, so you have a little bit better balance. But if you choose to challenge, drive that knee to the floor, feel that tightening, that contraction of the gluteus there. And then lengthen through the front leg as you come forward with the chest. You decide how far down, little or much, your choice. Really bend through that back leg if you can, so you feel that good deep stretch in the hamstring. Then come on up, bend through both. Drive that knee down. Again, lengthen through the front leg, ease the body down. Tight core, relaxed head and neck. Now lift the arms up as you come up. Nice, ease down. Lengthen front leg, drive the back knee down. Again, lift, bend, ease down, lengthen. Nice, step back, Uttanasana chair pose. Nice, pick up the right leg and bring it behind the left. You determine how far. Press into that heel, hands to heart center. Again, front knee is on top of that foot. Now just turn, rotate the chest towards the right. And again, if you choose, gently drop the chest down and hover. If this is too much, I can put weight with my hands into my left leg. My toes on the left foot stayed forward. So your legs really did not change. You just rotated to the right a bit. Then keeping that knee on top of that foot. Nice, step back, Uttanasana chair pose. Now it's the left. Comes behind the right. Press through the heel, bend. Keep that knee right on top of that foot. Breathe. Again, if this is where you need to be, if this is good right here, stay here. If you can challenge, rotate to the left with the chest. Again, remember my legs didn't change. Come down, tight core, breathe. Relax through head and neck. So we have tension, but it should be good tension. You should be feeling the muscles in that right leg. You should be feeling the stretch in the left leg, but there should not be any strain or pain anywhere. Lift up and step back. Uttanasana chair pose. Nice, release the arms down. Now as I bring the arms down, no matter how little or how much they come to the floor, I don't want to lean forward. So I'm pressing the sit bones back and down. So it's like it's a low squat. And my knees are staying on top of my feet. Then come on back up. Stay in your squat, chair pose. Again, lower. Drive the buttocks back and down to help you lower. Don't drive forward. Tight core, lift. Nice, lower. Nice. Now we can stay here, or we can challenge. Gently twist and come down. Keep those knees on top of the foot, tight core, come up. To the right, to the left, twist, come down, press the buttocks back and down. And lift. Last time, twist to the right. Keep the knees on the foot, press the buttocks back and down. And lift. And last one. Come down. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. I know when you're concentrating and when it is a little more challenging, we tend to hold a breath. You don't want to do that. Come all the way up. Whole body stretch. Should feel great to the legs. Hands marry at heart center. We release the hands to the ground. Palms forward. We close the eyes and we ground. Check in. What's going on inside? It is truly a gift and it is truly an adventure. You miss out when you don't check in. Come to the top of your mat, move into a sun salutation. Bring the arms skyward. Swan dive down. Or Uttanasana. Forward fold. Bring your hands to your shins. Auto Uttanasana. Pressing the hands back down. Pick up the right knee, the right knee comes into the chest and the right leg extends behind you, your runner's lunge. You can always marry that right knee to the mat. Keep weight into that left foot. Keep the knee on top of the foot as you slowly rise into your high lunge or crescent. Reaching with fingertips, not your shoulders. And then beginning to spin through the back foot, moving right into Warrior Two. Dandasana 2. Remember, don't lose that bend in the front leg. Keep the weight there. Lengthen through the back leg. Nice tight contraction in the right gluteus. And then reverse the palm of the front arm and release into your reverse warrior. Again, don't lose the bend in your front leg. So keep that good tension in that leg. That's good tension there. Nice. Release back. Warrior two. Now it's the front leg that the toes turn, or actually both turn to the front of the mat. And you ease on down into your nice V stretch. Keep your core nice and tight. Maybe your hands marry your upper thigh. Maybe you're able to bring your hands to the mat. Reverse your hand set. So take your fingers and turn them so that they're towards the back of the room. Core is nice and tight. Begin to walk your hands back behind you. And the further you walk, the deeper the stretch. Keep the back long. Relax any tension or tightness in the head and neck. Feel the stretch in the adductors. We're really giving the adductors a good workout today. You can stay here or you can challenge by walking the hands all the way over to the right foot. Maybe even grabbing onto the ankle, which is a deeper stretch here. Really feeling that stretch in the left adductor. You can come a little further into this. Left hand beside the right foot, right arm climbing skyward into your twist. Breathe. Coming back to center, hands either to the mat or you can challenge, lifting the arms up. Remember, when we hover, we challenge. We're really using the core. We're working against body weight. Maybe your hands now marrying the left foot, maybe even coming a little deeper into the stretch by grabbing onto the outer ankle. Maybe even setting the right hand beside the left foot and the left arm traveling skyward. Arms are long, or legs are long, feeling that good hamstring stretch. Release through your head and neck. No tension there. Core is tight and contracted. And then easy back to the center. Nice. We're going to pick up the left foot and then rotate the toes to the top of the mat and come back into your lunge. Step forward with your left foot to your right. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Flow forward into a plank. Maybe from here you want to set the knees down. Maybe you want to challenge. Rotate to the right as you lift the right arm up, keeping the left arm directly underneath the left shoulder into your side plank. Remember, you can always set that left knee down. Come on back down to your plank. Lift to your King Cobra. Nice. Come back to your plank. Again, maybe staying here, maybe being here in your half plank with your knees down, maybe moving on to your side plank on the left now, or on the right, I should say, on your right hand with your left arm lifted. Remember, if this is too challenging, set your right knee down. Breathe. Ease back into your plank and lower slowly to your mat. Coming into your baby cobra. In your baby cobra, if you're able, release your hands back behind you. Palms are to the mat. And start to lift your heart. And notice the more you lift your heart off the mat, the more you're working your back muscles. So be mindful of any back issues. Remember, I'm not lifting the head so much. I'm keeping that flat, so there's no strain there. I'm lifting the heart. The contraction of the back muscles is what's gaining strength there. But if you feel any strain or pain, move out. Squeezing the gluteus, that probably naturally happened. The body is making sure you don't hyperextend. Nice. Maybe you're lifting up the legs on the floor, coming into a full locust pose, Salutation. And releasing back down, hands back under shoulders. You push to your plank. You lift to a down dog. Anytime you strengthen your back with exercises, back strengthening exercises, make sure you do some down dog so you can really stretch that back up where it's been contracted. It's the right leg that climbs skyward. The right knee comes in. The right foot steps forward. Lift and place. Remember, I don't need to swing it. I don't want to swing it. I want to use muscle. So here, again, I can always set that knee down if I need to. I'm going to slowly come on up into my high lunge. So in your high lunge, again, knee always on top of foot. Arms are lifted, shoulders are relaxed though, so we don't need to strain just because we're reaching. We begin to spin out the back foot and elongate the arms in either direction into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Reverse the direction of the front palm and ease back into your reverse warrior. Really feel the stretch here in the oblique on the right. Don't lose that bend in the front knee. Breathe. Nice, back to your warrior 2. And then marry the left arm to the right and go ahead and pick up your left heel. Coming back to your high lunge and ease the arms down to your lower lunge. Go ahead and step forward, lift, and place into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Your slow reverse swan dive brings you up. You ground for a moment. Not only assessing yourself mentally, and emotionally, and spiritually, but also physically. So we had our head down quite a bit. So allow yourself a moment just to kind of ground for everything to settle and balance. Another sun salutation. Bring the arms skyward, swan dive down, forward, fold. Breathe. Feel the elongation of the back. Feel the contraction of the abdominal area and release your head and neck. This should feel good. If it doesn't, lift up. But this is a good thing, letting this blood flow go to the brain. It's your left knee now that travels into the chest and extends back behind you. Go ahead and set that left knee down. And push into that right foot. Really feel the weight of the right foot. And when you do that, notice how you feel the gluteus, all the way up into the gluteus begins to get tight. If you choose to challenge here, you want to pick up one hand or both, really working against body weight here. Head and neck is relaxed, tension in that right leg. Nice, bring the arms up to heart center. And gently twist to the back of the room. Your legs stay the same, but you twist it gently. So your hips stay focused forward. Noticing that weight in the front foot. It's good to build strength in that leg, but that's also helping you balance. Easing back. And easing back down. Marry your right foot now to the left into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Flow forward to a plank, half or full. Lift to your king cobra. Come back to a plank. And lift to your down dog. Nice. Now it's your left leg climbing skyward, your left knee coming in, your left foot stepping forward. Lift and place. Assume your right position here. Set your back leg down. Put weight into that front foot. Before you start to do that, though, always when you move into a position, you want to immediately assess your form. And once you keep practicing this during your yoga practice, then you'll think about it as you're out and about or out in the yard or at work, whatever. You're going to do something, and then you can think, am I in good form? This is what is going to prevent all of us, hopefully, from being injured. So very important to be aware. Constantly check in, not just physically, mentally and emotionally. Start to ease on up. When you came up, again, notice the muscles that came into play. just to balance. You knew that you needed to put more weight to this foot. That gluteus is clenching. Bring your hands to heart center. Slowly rotate. So even here with the upper portion of the body, especially here, with the upper portion of the body twisting in a different direction, you're really needing to focus on balance. So you're needing to know where you're shifting weight, what muscles you need to use, how you feel. Slowly easing back. Nice. And then maybe releasing your arms again to hover. Again, hovering is such a great workout for the core. Just make sure you're not compromising in other areas. So don't hold tension in your head and neck. So don't lift your head here. Relax your head and neck. Tighten through your core. Put weight into that front foot. And release the arms down. Come back into your lunge, step forward, lift and place. Your forward fold, your slow reverse swan dive brings you skyward, your hands marry at heart center. You take that few moments, once again, just to see, where am I? What am I thinking? Am I still back at my desk from this morning, or did I allow myself to be right here and enjoy the moment? Not, I'm here now. Coming to the center of your mat. Lift up your left foot. And as you begin to lift the knee up, bring your arms out in front of you. So you move right into balance. And remember, if this is too much, you can always keep the toes on the mat. The more you lift the knee, the more you're engaging the core. As you draw the elbows back, extend the leg out, really working that quadricep. Now release the leg behind you, ease into, once again, your warrior three. Dandasana 3. Let's do that again. Bring the knee up. A lot of strength being built in that leg you're on. Bring the elbows back, lengthen the leg out. Lengthen and lift as much as you can. Release, leg back, arms forward. And this time I want you to slowly come up. Try not to set that leg that's up down until you come all the way up into a vertical position. And then settle down. Shake it out. Let's move to the opposite side. Again, lift up the right leg. Bring the arms in front of you. Lift the knee as high as you can. Flex through the foot. Bring the elbows back. Extend through the leg. Ease into warrior three. Keep good alignment. Hip over knee over foot. Come on back. Lift the knee. High as you can. Draw the elbows back. Extend the leg out and lift. Ease into warrior three. And then slowly lift the arms up. Try not to set that leg down till you come all the way up. Great job. Practice balance every day. Huge. Come to the top of your mat. Bring the arms skyward. Swan dive down. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Release the sit bones down to the mat. Maybe you come into a squat. Maybe you can come all the way down. Bring the arms forward here. If this isn't good for you, for some, it's good to come up onto the balls of the feet. For others, you need to might actually put your whole leg down onto the mat. Do what you can. If you can come into a seated squat here, begin to open the knees. Keep the feet where they are, but open the knees and bring your elbows to the inside of the knees and begin to push away, creating resistance. As your knees push in, your elbows pushing out, wedge your hands, your heart center hands right in the center if you can. Great hip work here. Great inner thigh, core is tight, back is long. Nice, release the arms back out. And then settle the sit bones down to the mat. Find the center of the mat with your sit bones. Now, keeping the back as long as you can, even if you need to put your hands behind you to keep it long, avoiding this rolling or bending in the back. Grab onto one or both knees and lift the feet up off the floor. Extend one leg, maybe holding on to this opposite leg, maybe hovering, maybe you need to set that leg down, your choice. And then switch. Hold on to the left, extend to the right. Hover if you can. Remember, back stays long. Even if I'm leaning back, I want my back long. Switch again. Flex through the foot that's lengthened out. Again, switch. And stay here, maybe grabbing on the knee, but maybe you're able to extend the arms out in front of you and just bicycle. One side and the other. Long back, tight core. One side and the other. Couple more. One side and the other. Two more. One side and the other. Nice job. Pull those knees in. Set the feet down. Draw the chest to the upper thigh. Nice stretch of the back and the chest here. Nice. Find your way down to the mat. Maybe you want to rock back, which is much easier. Maybe you want to challenge here by extending the arms out, slowly coming back. Maybe you want to really challenge by extending your legs out and coming down. Remember your back, remember your core. Be mindful of where you are in your journey to be able to do that. Arms come out above the head, your full body stretch. Your lower back is going to lift off the mat. Nice. Pick up your right leg and bend the knee, bring it into the chest and grab onto that right leg with your left arm, guiding that bent knee over to the left as your gaze flips to the right. Your half spinal twist, just like we did in the beginning, but now lying down. Twists are so wonderful for the body, digestive system, the vertebra. A lot of areas benefiting just from this twist. Now remember, tighten through the core as we lift the leg. Use your core to help you lift that leg up and release that leg down. Now it's the left leg that bends, comes into the chest, and is guided over to the right. Your gaze to the left now, you twist to the right. Breathe. Again, bend through the knee. Easy back. Go ahead and grab onto both knees here. Giving yourself a hug. Rock back and forth gently. Nice. Now bring your arms underneath the base of your back. So right about at your lumbar spine, bring your arms underneath. And lift your legs up and begin to scissor the legs, hovering the leg that's beneath, the one that's closest to the floor. Hover it if you can. A nice tight core as you scissor back and forth. Hold. And again, start to flex through the foot. Feel that stretch in the hamstring. And again. Couple more. Tight core, lower back pressed into the mat. And last time. Ending with our up the wall pose, both legs skyward. Such a great inversion, a very simple inversion that most people can do. Great to do before you go to bed, especially get that blood flow to the brain, promoting good sleep. Nice. Bend one more time, draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, hopefully not your last hug today. Go ahead and set both feet down, about shoulder width apart, and then drop the knees to the left. So as you begin to drop the knees down, you're going to feel that stretch occurring down the quadricep of the right leg. Should feel good. Lift on back up. Now it's the opposite. Both knees drop. Left knee drops to the right foot. Breathe. Feel that stretch right up the quadricep, up into the hip flexor. Such a great stretch to do after you've been sitting for long periods of time. And back. Go ahead and grab onto both legs, maybe at the shin, maybe at the ankle. Pull the soles of the feet together, just as we did in the beginning, our reclining butterfly. Once again, just now reclining. And knees come together and we release one leg out and then the other. Come to Shavasana. Allow yourself to find rest. So just allow the body to move into a position that feels good. And begin to check in once again. Start at the top of the head. What are you thinking? How does the head feel? Is the face holding tension or has it found relaxation? To the neck. Release any tightness in the neck or shoulders. Notice the arms, the hands. Chest, the heart. What are you feeling? What are your emotions? What's your mood? The abdomen. The hips. Legs, the feet, the toes. Take a deep breath in and slowly release that breath. Notice your body physically. Notice your mind and your thoughts. Notice your feelings, your emotions. Begin to allow movements. So rotate, turn, wiggle, lift. When you're ready, rotate onto one side or the other. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, push with the opposite arm. And bring yourself up to that seated position where we all began. It's always good to note that we've come back to the same spot. We're on the same mat. We're in the same position, but we're not the same. We're given a choice. We're given a choice to embrace change, to move forward, to learn from the past, to hope for the future, but to enjoy right now before it becomes the past, because it quickly will. Bring your hands to heart center. Jai Shri Sakharu Maharaj Ki means may the light of truth overcome all of darkness. I hope your darkness turns to light. I hope you feel truth and peace and joy and love. And I hope you share those things with others. Namaste. Thank you so much for being with us today. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. Be safe.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
Who's that?